What is happening in the Middle East? What type of weapons are involving in the war? Here are some main highlights of the news, and we will explain the weapons that U.S. is using. U.S. joins military strikes. For the first time, the U.S. launched airstrikes using B-2 bombers and Tomahawk missiles in Iran's Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan nuclear facilities, marking a significant escalation, ironic retaliation. Iran responded with missile and drone strikes targeting Israel, leading to injuries and infrastructure damage in Israeli territory. U.S. condemned by Tehran. Iranian officials denounced U.S. involvement, calling it a betrayal of diplomacy and warning of everlasting and very dangerous. Regional fallout satellite images indicate the damage may be severe, but not completely destructive. Iran threatened closure of the Strait of Hormuz and strikes on U.S. forces. European nations and the UN are urging de-escalation ongoing operations by Israel. The Israeli military stated it will continue its offensive in Iran, signaling that this is part of a broader, long-term strategy. The use of B-2 bombers and Tomahawk missiles in the Iran-Israel conflict represents a strategic choice rooted in decades of technological development, stealth doctrine, and precision strike capability. These weapons are not just tools of destruction, they are symbols of U.S. air supremacy, crafted to penetrate defended airspace and deliver devastating accuracy. But what is B-2 bombers and Tomahawk missiles anyway? This explanation will explore 1. Why B-2 bombers and Tomahawk missiles are used today. 2. How they were developed and the science behind them. 3. The history of their use and evolution. 4. Their role in the current Iran-Israel escalation and broader military strategy. 1. Why use B-2 bombers and Tomahawk missiles? Strategic purpose. B-2 bombers are designed to penetrate deep into enemy airspace undetected and deliver nuclear or conventional bombs with extreme precision. Tomahawk missiles are long-range, low-flying cruise missiles, capable of striking high-value targets without risking pilot lives. In today's conflict, Iran's nuclear facilities are hardened and well-defended. To attack them successfully, you need stealth entry, B-2, remote strike capability, Tomahawk, minimal risk to aircrews. These weapons allow the U.S. to cripple critical infrastructure with low visibility and high accuracy, while limiting civilian casualties and diplomatic fallout. 2. How they were developed. B-2 bomber, the science of stealth, developed by Northrop Grumman. The B-2 Spirit began as a black project in the 1980s under the Advanced Technology Bomber program. It uses radar-absorbent materials, a flying wing design, and heat signature reduction to evade radar detection. Its curved, blended surfaces scatter radar waves, making the aircraft nearly invisible to detection systems. Costing over $2 billion per unit, it represents a pinnacle of stealth aviation. Key technologies. Radar-absorbent coating reduces signal reflection. Internal weapons bay hides bombs from radar. Advanced avionics and fly-by-wire controls allow stable flight despite its unusual shape. Tomahawk missile, the science of smart strikes. Developed in the 1970s by General Dynamics, now Raytheon, the Tomahawk was meant to deliver pinpoint strikes from ships and submarines. It flies low and slow, hugging terrain using terrain contour matching, TERCOM, and GPS guidance. Its subsonic speed, about 550 miles per hour, is a trade-off for range, 1,000 miles, and navigation precision. Key technologies. Terrain-following radar keeps it under radar coverage. Inertial navigation GPS ensures accuracy to within meters. Modular warheads allow use against bunkers, radars, and command centers. 3. History of use and evolution. B-2 bomber. First flight, 1989. Entered service, 1997. Combat debut, 1999 in Kosovo, striking Serbian targets. Used in Iraq, 2003. Libya, 2011. Syria, ISIS leadership strikes, and now Iran. Only 21 units were built. It remains one of the most elite, secretive bombers in history. Tomahawk missile. First used. 1991, Gulf War launched from Navy ships to hit Baghdad. Extensively used in Kosovo, Afghanistan, Iraq, 2003 onward. Syria, 2017-2018. Over 2,300 Tomahawks have been used in real combat as of 2025. 4. The role in today's conflict. Tactical justification. Iran's nuclear facilities like Fordow and Natanz are deep underground and protected by air defense systems, S-300s, drones, radars. Tomahawks can strike from outside Iranian airspace, overwhelming defenses with volume and speed. B-2s can fly into Iranian territory undetected, drop massive precision-guided bunker busters, and retreat without interception. Strategic message. It signals to Iran that the U.S. can disable high-value targets swiftly. It reassures allies, Israel, Gulf states, of U.S. commitment and capability. It warns adversaries, Russia, China, of U.S. stealth and strike supremacy. Main goal of such weapons, deterrence. To prevent future escalation by showcasing overwhelming capability. Decapitation. To cripple vital infrastructure, nuclear facilities, command centers, early in a conflict. Precision over mass. Modern war emphasizes minimal collateral damage and fast resolution. These tools serve that philosophy. Psychological dominance. Few things are more terrifying to an enemy than an invisible bomber or an undetectable cruise missile hitting with surgical precision. In conclusion, the B-2 and Tomahawk represent the intersection of stealth, precision, and power projection. Their use in Iran today is not just about destruction, it's a calculated show of capability that rests on decades of technological mastery and battlefield refinement.